So how long have you been working now?
Only about 15 minutes.
So you got a little bit of a later start than I did, but you also stayed up much later. How late were you up last night?
11:30.
Worked till 11:30 and got up this morning to find out what news.
I have 3 new students and I'm not there to do distance seating with them, so I'm having to contact other students and look back at my seating chart that I've uploaded to our POC to make sure that I have it all correct. So that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you're getting to start your day with 3 new students. That's quite a new challenge.
And we're in the middle of a lesson that they have probably nothing about.
So when you say these are new students, these are not students who have moved from virtual back to the classroom.
One has moved from virtual back to the classroom.
But the other 2 are new.
One was at school with us last year, was virtual, pulled out of virtual, went to virtual Arkansas, and now is being put back in to the school system.
So basically a new student because they haven't been with you at all.
Right.
And the other one is just completely new.
And the other one I haven't even gotten its name yet.
This is my princess. Princess? Have you done any of your schoolwork or checked your Google Classroom yet?
I feel like I need to wait some more, mostly because my teachers keep on posting it like every hour and I don't want to look on the thing every stinking hour.
So you get exhausted with checking it all day long. You'd rather wait a little while and then check it when it's all there and then work really hard all at once?
I'd rather have some of it there more than having to check it every hour, but you know.
Okay. What do you think is the most challenging thing from going from being in the classroom to being a virtual student during quarantine?
It's mostly challenging because you're used to the teacher being right next to you, able to help. And your parents are there too, but it's mostly a struggle because you're used to your teachers, not your parents helping.
So even though your parents are both teachers, you still want your in-class teachers more?
Mostly because my dad's now an EAST teacher, but he was in math, so he's better in the math department, like an EAST. And my mom's a science teacher. Well, those 2 I'm good at.
You trust us in those areas, but you don't trust us in the other areas, even though we both have master's degrees. Well, it's 11 o'clock now. I just finished having my last video chat with my 4th hour class right now. Seems like everything's going pretty smoothly at school. I think this afternoon I'm going to probably take a little bit of a break and get outside and do some PE with my kids. Got to get them outside and get them moving a little bit. I still got to have a couple more video conferences today. I'm going to try to get one in with Miss Krotz, who is our senior English teacher. Talk to her, see how her day's gone. I think they were going to get COVID tested today, so we'll see how she enjoyed that and how teaching from home's going for her. I've also got to talk to a couple students that are virtual students, talk to them about a project that they're working on and trying to get some stuff done. I've got to talk to somebody else from EAST about student training, making sure that I've got everything ready to go for that. So still a busy afternoon ahead of me, but I think I'm going to probably take a little bit of a break for lunch and just kind of get my eyes off the computer screen for a while. It's been a long morning sitting at the counter on the computer. Okay, so it's currently 1:30, which would be the end of my planning period usually, but I worked, I ended up working through lunch on some stuff, and I just decided I need to get outside and catch a little sunlight, so I'm going to go for a quick little bike ride. It ain't going to be very far, but just something to get a little sunshine. So I don't think I've actually talked about what my job is yet. I teach a class, or technically it's a facilitated class called EAST. And a lot of people don't really know what EAST is. And if you'd asked me a couple years ago, I wouldn't have been able to tell you either. Went through training, and the training tells you what EAST is. It'll tell you EAST is education accelerated by service and technology. And that's a good description of it, but most people still don't quite understand what that is. So let me try my best to explain what EAST is. EAST is an opportunity to push students to think about something other than themselves. it's really an idea to get them to look around the world, or look at the world around them for problems that they can come up with a solution for. And then it's my job to facilitate them through the process of arriving at that solution, and preferably making that solution come to fruition. Currently, I've got students who are working on making a fire safety video. I've got a set of students who are working on mapping out a new cross-country trail. I've got students who are working on senior video stuff. I've got students who are working on a community garden experiment type thing. I'm not really sure where they're going with it. I've got students doing a lot of really cool things right now. And if you were to try to summarize what EAST is, it's hard to do it in just one sentence. So that statement of education accelerated by service and technology, that really does do a good job of explaining it when you really get down to the nuts and bolts of what it all means. The one thing that I cannot stand is when someone tries to summarize it as just a computer class. Yes, we use computers, and yes, computers are a vital part of accomplishing what we do, but I'm not teaching anybody anything about a computer. They're going to learn it themselves, and it's more or less they had to learn a software in order to accomplish the goal of making their solution come to life. It's not like, hey, you need to learn Microsoft Word because you may need it someday. It's, we need you to make a presentation, a professional looking presentation, and you're going to share it with somebody, and it needs to look good. So what do you need to make that happen? Oh, I need to be able to use some sort of presentation software. Okay, well, there's Microsoft PowerPoint, there's Google Slides, there's all kinds of different ones. Go learn how to use one of those. And then once you've learned how to use it, actually use it to make the presentation. So my job is to really kind of facilitate the learning, facilitate the experience, and really just connect students with resources. That's why if you hear me say teach, I'll often try to correct myself and say facilitate, because to me, teaching a subject means you have mastery of the subject. You have the knowledge, and all you're doing is sharing it. The truth is, when it comes to EAST, the facilitator has probably the least amount of knowledge. We've worked on some stuff already where I had to learn how to do stuff just to be able to help students to do what they needed to do. And there's a lot of times that I have to say, I don't know, maybe you should Google it. There's probably a video somewhere. So anyway, that's just kind of what EAST is. It's not something that is a traditional classroom setting. Students often get out of class to go do stuff. Obviously during COVID, things are a little bit more restricted, but anyway, that's kind of what EAST is. Well, it's 3:10, almost 3:15, right in there. And on most normal days, about this time, I'd be getting ready to go jump on the bus and take kids home. But today, I guess one of the benefits of being quarantined is I don't have to do that, and I'm technically off work already. I have spent the day doing numerous video chats. I have text messaged my students all day. I've talked to my sub. I have done as much as I can possibly do today to keep students moving forward without me. I even had a great video chat with Miss Krotz, and I thought I was recording it on my phone, which I did record the screen, but I didn't find out until I went back to look at it. It didn't record audio. So we're going to try that one again tomorrow and see if I can get that interview with her put together for maybe a video, maybe for the next video or something. I'm not sure yet. But as far as I'm concerned, today is over. But I'm going to probably go ahead and interview my wife here in a few minutes to see how her day went. All right, Miss Little, it is officially 3:17, which means school ended 2 minutes ago. Are you still working?
Yes, I'm still working.
Why?
I am currently emailing back all the teachers that have emailed me today. Like for my IEP students, my ESL students, we've got student or parent conferences tomorrow. I've got to create a spreadsheet that shows where parents have been contacted. Because if I got students that are failing that need to be contacted, I've got parents who want to be contacted just to be contacted. So no, I'm not done yet. And I haven't done tomorrow's lesson.
So, you worked yesterday for 6+ hours. You've pretty much worked all day today, minus like the 30-minute workout you snuck into the afternoon
And ate for 20 minutes.
and took a shower.
Oh yeah, I took a shower.
And how soon would you say you'll be ready to say you're finished for today?
Maybe around 4:30.
So you think you only have an hour left?
You know me and time, we don't go well together. That's why I don't have a clock in my classroom.
Yeah, you just wait till the bell tells you to quit working.
Right.
Okay. All right, so what's been the most challenging thing from today?
This morning I had sent emails after emails saying, pop on Google Meets if you have questions. I had it open all morning long. Finally, come 4th hour, a group that had questions logged on, and it was like, oh, it does work. And so there was a frustration that I have no contact with them if they will not check their emails. And from just looking at my 7th grader and 5th grader who have emails, and that is a way to communicate with your teacher, they have never opened them before until today. So I'm educating my own children based off of what my students are not doing in class. Any other questions?
Yes. What has there been anything about today that has gone well?
It made my heart feel good to see 4th hour, and then to have some students ask questions through email. That's gone well. Being able to have TAC here at the house has really helped a lot. Oh! I got 3 new students today and I'm not even there. Let's talk about 6-foot distances and keeping them in their own seats so I can put it up online. That was aggravating too.
Okay. And was there anything about being quarantined today that was nice?
Nice? I don't think there's anything nice other than I didn't have to put on makeup. Didn't really have to fix my hair.
What time did you get out of bed this morning?
8 o'clock.
What time would you have normally gotten out of bed?
5:45.
Was that nice?
I don't know. I think it kind of put me behind. Tomorrow I'm getting up at 6.
Gotcha. So maybe tomorrow we'll pretend to have a normal day and see how that looks on video.
It looks really pretty outside. I think I'm going to go out there for a little bit and sit.
Okay. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for telling me about your day.
You're welcome.
Y'all come back next